Hey, babe. I didn't call too late, did I? Oh, it's so good to hear your voice. How'd that dress rehearsal go? Did the lighting guy show up in the end? Ugh, a no-show, huh? Collapsed lung again? Ugh, that guy. Can lungs really just cave in like that? I'm glad you got a replacement in time, at least. Can't wait to see how it all turns out. Oh, yeah, of course I can make it. I got the day off and everything. I wouldn't miss your first production for the world. Work was fine. Mind-numbing, but it's been 3 weeks to the day and nobody's sacked me yet. Must be doing something right. Still not used to the new name, though. Part of me is still used to somebody yelling, "Oi, Ant," to get my attention. I keep thinking, who the hell's Dorian? And then I remember, oh, wait, that's me. I'm sure it'll sink in eventually. It's kind of nice, being Dorian. Helps me live in the present. I don't have to think about all of, well, you know, all of that. Really takes New Year, New Me to a whole different level, doesn't it? God, has it really only been 2 months since we broke out of Dad's mansion? If you told me back then that I'd end up with a new identity, working some office job and living by myself in a flat the size of a tin of sardines, I would have said you were mental. Oh, no, don't misunderstand. I like my flat. I like my curbside furniture. Nothing here reminds me of him. I don't regret leaving all my stuff behind and starting fresh. It wasn't like I had any choice in what my old room looked like anyway. Well, now I'm on the up and up. 2 whole rooms to myself and a front door with 4 locks on it. Hell yeah. And once I save up enough, I can decorate it however I like. Well, I'm not allowed to get rid of the wallpaper, and it smells ever so slightly of potpourri no matter what I do, but beggars can't be choosers. Oh, hell if I know. Maybe I'm being haunted by somebody's nan. God, I'm knackered. Oh man, you do not want to see the inside of my fridge right now. See, grey minced beef, oof. 1 dead avocado, half a tomato, mouldy cucumbers. Such a glamorous life I have. Bag of crisps for dinner it is, then. Sorry. You call me and all I do is ramble on about myself. What's up? Was there something you needed? Oh man, your parents made dinner? I know your mother likes feeding people, but you're sure I'm not mooching too much? This'll be the 3rd time this week. Alright, if you say it's okay, then I believe you. I'll be over in 15. Let me grab my bike. See you then.
Oh, I'm stuffed. How's your mother so wonderful? Never had gyros that good. She's ruined takeaway for me forever. Is it alright if I just collapse on your bed and digest for a bit? Yeah, good. Come here. Reminds me of the first time we cuddled in your room like this. It was raining then, too. My heart was going a mile a minute from that kiss, and I remember thinking, God, I don't deserve this. But What did I do to get this lucky? What do you mean I was brave at exactly the right time? You were the brave one. I just followed you to your place and called the cops. I would have been a fucking mess if you hadn't been with me. I hate talking to the police. Yeah, I guess I still did it, huh? That still counts, even if you do it while scared shitless. And now we're free, and I get to eat ridiculously delicious food and fall asleep in your arms. I have it better than I could ever have imagined. Sorry you're nervous about tomorrow. The waiting's horrible, isn't it? I'm sure the second you get started, you're going to be in your element and everything's going to click into place. You'll get rave reviews. I'll get you a bottle of that rosé champagne you like. It's going to be great. But in the meantime, yeah, the fucking jitters. Must be awful. You want me to take your mind off it? Because I can think of a way. Yeah. Like that.
Fuck. Oh, God. I'm sorry. I'm so fucking sorry. I was on my way to the theatre, and when I was locking my bike up, some arsehole tried to pull me into his car. I don't know. He might be out there driving around the block looking for me. I don't know who the hell he is. What if he knows Dad? What if he recognized me? I'm in a toilet cubicle, yeah, in the shopping centre. I dropped my bike and ran like hell and locked myself in. No, I don't want to call the police. I didn't get his number plate to be pointless. Hell, I barely got a look at his face. I'm just... God, so stupid. I should have prepared better. I knew Dad wouldn't just leave me be. No, you don't understand. My dad could pull off something like this. It's exactly the thing he'd do. Just because he's in some prison cell doesn't mean he doesn't have connections. He could hire somebody solely for the purpose of making my life fucking miserable, and nobody could do anything about it. No, don't come looking for me. What if he got you? I couldn't forgive myself if anything happened to you. I don't know what the fuck to do. Okay. Sorry, I'm sorry I shouted. You're right. I think I might be a bit claustrophobic. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. I'll find a nice, safe, public cafe. I'll tell you where it is, and I'll stay there until you come and pick me up. Yeah, sounds good. See you there.
Thank you for the ride home. And for going back so I could get my bike. And for helping me phone the police again. Fuck, I'm so sorry I missed your show. Yes, I'm gonna keep saying it, and no, it doesn't matter how many times you tell me you're not angry. I fucked up and ruined your big night. I really wanted to see it. Watching it later online won't be the same, but it's better than nothing, I guess. shouldn't have lost it like that. I can't believe I just went apeshit and hid like an enormous coward. You know, when I first moved here and I didn't leave my house for almost 2 weeks, and you kept saying it was okay, nobody knew where I was? Even after I blew my first paycheck on that home security camera, I still couldn't feel safe. Back then I was afraid of Dad retaliating, but it was more of a horrifying what-if sort of scenario in my head. No specifics. Yeah, but now, this is my life now, isn't it? I'll never be able to feel safe or even truly alone, will I? Do you actually think some random man would just pull me into his car like that for no reason? And what if you're wrong? What if that guy knew me and had plans for me? Yeah, because I know what they did to people. I tried not to involve myself, but I still knew. You know what it's like trying to go to sleep when you know people are being mutilated downstairs? It didn't matter if the walls were soundproof. I always knew when it was one of those nights. One morning, I found someone's finger in the kitchen. Someone must have dropped it. It was just sitting there on the floor tiles. I was 10. My entire goddamn life is full of horrible, indescribable moments just like that. God. Sorry. I told myself I wouldn't tell you all this fucked up shit, and then I go and blurt it out anyway. That's a good point. He did end up in a Category A prison. Those places don't mess around. And he's not someone who likes to wait for anything. If he was going to do something to me, he surely would have done it long before now, if he was able to. But if you're right, what does that mean? That I finally get my own life and I'm too fucked up to be able to shake off the past and live like a normal person? Why do I still keep thinking the other shoe's going to drop any second now? I guess there's still part of me that's some scared kid, convinced his dad sees everything and knows everything and won't hesitate to kick my ass if he thinks I need it. Yeah. You're right. He can't. He's stuck in a cell for the rest of his life thanks to his own stupid, selfish fucking choices. And I'm out here having panic attacks in a public toilet. God, why do you even stick around me? Okay. Stupid question. Sorry. Are you giving me a moratorium for apologies? What happens if I refuse? Yeah, I guess that's one way to shut me up, isn't it? Normally I wouldn't say no to that, but I'm still kind of, I don't know, full of this terrified static. Kissing feels not good right now. No, it's okay. Like I said, normally I'd love that. I'm sorry. I'm trying not to apologize, I swear. What if you read to me? I think that's exactly what I need, to just lose myself in your voice for a bit. Sure. Pick a book. Surprise me. Of course. A withering of royal thorns. You sap. Sounds perfect, love. Hey, there you are. Hi, babe. God, you smell nice. Please never stop using that shampoo. Therapy went great. Just talking, mostly. She recommended some books I should read about narcissistic parents and a whole 3-page printout of different support forums and websites. She also suggested I try EMDR as a possibility later. Stands for eye movement desensitization and I don't know, reprocessing. Apparently it's an exercise that might help me deal with some things. She said it's a safe way to take a look at shitty memories and the like. I don't know how effective that'll be. Honestly, sounds just a bit scary, but the way she described it makes it sound like it's worth a shot at least. Yeah, she said I'm making some progress. Not bad at someone who's only been at this for 3 months, huh? What about you? How was the rehearsal? You did what? No, I wasn't aware that covering yourself in fake blood made from chocolate sauce was the best way to film black and white slasher scenes. Now I'm sad I missed it. Well, maybe next time. Yes, I hate slasher movies. I don't care. If it's got you covered in chocolate, I'll be there with my bucket of popcorn to support you. Plus, I had fun with your theatre friends last time you invited me. Maybe I could get a second job helping you make stage props. Any excuse to do fun shit with a hot glue gun and a craft knife. Man, I've been looking forward to this shopping trip all week. I lived here almost 4 months and I never knew this charity shop existed. Finally, I can afford some decent furniture. Or at least a coffee table that's not made of plywood. Maybe I'll put up some paintings. I can't tell you how tired I am of staring at that fucking wallpaper. Makes me feel like I'll go mad and start seeing things in the pattern like some heroine in a gothic horror story. Oh, you'd come to my rescue, would you? We'll have to see if the shop has any lacy negligees that'll fit me. What do you think of going to dinner after this? Maybe that Thai place we found? Or we could grab sushi. I know all your sinful feelings about sushi. Fuji Nights is even near that dessert kitchen that makes those gorgeous chocolate pear tarts. Oh. And after that we could go for a walk in the park, or... Yeah, we could always just head back to my place too. I'll never say no to a cuddle on the couch. I just feel like spoiling you a little. Okay, maybe more than a little. Oh, nah, nothing's got into my head. I just feel kinda happy. My paycheck's got a healthy little bump and I want to splurge it on you. And well, we never did get to properly celebrate your Merrill Bancroft Award. What on earth are you going to do with a new film budget of 8,000 quid? Blimey. No, honestly, I wouldn't know what to do either. That just seems like so much money now. And you didn't even have to kidnap anyone to get it. No, you just used your magnificent brain to make a piece of unforgettable art. Still kills me that I couldn't be there for the opening, but God, that night we watched it together in your room, I fell in love with you just a little bit more. I didn't think it was possible, but you just keep surprising me.
Hey, Anne, guess who it is?
Oh, you're right, mate. I ain't seen you in ages. How's your mum? Did that surgery go okay?
All right, Anthony? Yeah, she's okay. You know how it is. NHS doctors always do the best they can, but the understanding...
No, babe, I'm fine. I'm fine. I am Mr. Fine. My heart just leapt into my fucking throat for a second there. I'm breathing in and out. Yeah, good idea. Nobody ever goes into the toy section. Definitely not creepy being surrounded by all these staring porcelain dolls. Can I get a hug? God. Thank you. Thank you. Definitely on my way to feeling better. I feel so safe in your arms. Yeah, really. Thank you. Just for being you, for being here for me like this. I don't know what I'd do without you. No. I mean, you're right. I don't want to put you on a pedestal. I suppose in some alternate universe where I managed to leave my dad on my own, I'd get by. Barely. But I'm starting to believe that now. I'd feel a lot less happy about it, though. You make everything so... fun. Well, this'll be a fun story to tell in therapy next week, won't it? Such breakthroughs I'm having. Shit. At least I didn't lock myself in the toilet this time. Oh, anyway. Let's see what's for sale. You know, I never imagined picking out my own dishes. Least of all in a shop like this. No, I like it. At the mansion, everything was the same boring, expensive crap, and it was hell to pay if you ever so much as chipped a plate. Now I can use my paycheck to buy an extra-large dinosaur tea mug that says, "Don't be a Cuntosaurus" on it, and no one can stop me. Yep, I'm keeping this. Feels fucking great. And I get to share that freedom with you. Oh, fuck it, let's go boho. I want to find a writing desk with character. Maybe one of those beaded curtains for one of the doors. I've always liked the Mona Lisa one your parents have at their place. And... oh, look. Salt and pepper shaker set shaped like 2 peas in a pod. God, that's cute. Oh, some gaudy tea towels. Big old sunflowers on them. None of this starched white nonsense. You know they ironed them at the mansion? Ridiculous. Huh? What do you mean don't buy too many? Why not? I realise they're 50 pence each and it might be a bit of a slippery slope, but they're just towels. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I can save some room for your dishes and the rest of your stuff. That would be great, actually. My place is so small, though. Are you sure you're okay with living in a sardine tin? Not if it's with me. Okay. You're right. I'm sure we could afford to live somewhere a little roomier eventually. And with better wallpaper, hopefully. God, I love you so much.